Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Coming at you on a Wednesday. Following this September 16th episode of AEW Dynamite on TNT. Season 2, episode number 38. I am solo tonight. No Beezy in the house. No Basil. He had some prior plans with some friends, so all good. He'll be back next week. The guy's got a life. Mr. Impact Wrestling over on the Twitch. Folks, if you have a Twitch, please do me a favor and head on over to the Twitch. We are trying to get that average up in viewers a little bit. Go give the Twitch some love. We are trying to at least get affiliated. Yes, solo bone this evening. Solo bone. Hope you are all well tonight. And for, you know what, shits and giggles, we'll throw some old TNI. We'll throw some TNI emojis in there. I know I'm never going to get big enough to get emojis. I shouldn't say that, but maybe someday. Damn, what an episode of AEW Dynamite. This thing, I'll say it, I don't care. This thing had more wrestling in it than 3 episodes of Raw. Oh! Certainly more than this last one of Raw. Jiminy Christmas. I mean, seriously. Do you guys swing? Brian Field, what is up, dude? Paul Nelson, my favorite nephew. Bale's boy. Han Solo. I love the Star Wars reference. I love Star Wars, man. I grew up with Star Wars. Even the ones that they were called the bad ones, I love them. Just because I love the Star Wars universe, if you will. Pew, 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 pew. I mean, seriously, when you have 3 hours of Raw and you're doing 30-second, 1 minute, 2 minute matches with the best people on your roster, they filled up more wrestling in the first half hour of this show. Between the tag match and Kazarian and Hangman. That filled up the entire episode of Raw right there. I mean, I could go back and time it. You know what? I should sometime. I should have timed it because I was so disgusted with these 30-second matches and bullshit like that. People, everyone's going into the Twitch. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. And people keep asking me once in a while, why do you watch AEW? It doesn't have the best wrestling around. Maybe not the best wrestling, but look, it's all subjective, right? We all have our favorites. We all have our brands that we want to support the most. But damn, this episode freaking brought it, man. Was it matches that I was necessarily looking forward to? No, but damn. You can't deny that the wrestling was decent on this episode. Excuse me. Look, see? TMS. AEW was really good tonight. See? That wrestling was solid. Oh, better. I'll say better than solid. Way better than solid. El Punke is in the Twitch. Nice. Yeah, and keep that chat going in the Twitch because I'm trying to get my numbers up. So I appreciate it. I really do. Might even pop that average cherry tonight. All right. Let's talk about this. A lot of little things going on. I don't think there were necessarily a lot of huge moves tonight. Actually, there were a couple big ones. There were some smaller moves made tonight, and like everything's kind of leading towards this anniversary show and, of course, Full Gear in the future. First of all, this anniversary show. There's going to be some build to that. We saw some turning of the page moments in this last pay-per-view. And I know a lot of people were shitting all over it, but I appreciated it. I really appreciated it. Some people were taken out because of the Matt Hardy thing. I personally did not let the Matt Hardy incident ruin the entire pay-per-view for me. Was it unfortunate? Yeah. Now, one thing I will be, here's that word. You know what it is. Here's that word. I'll be critical about. And I'm going to kind of bounce around here a little bit. I don't understand why they brought back Matt Hardy last week to talk to the fans and say, I'm going to go home and I'm going to go home and rehab and get better. Why did you have him say that and then had him get injured and taken out this week? That was very contradictory in my opinion. I don't get that. That was very I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Like he shouldn't have been there. I don't get it. Does that make sense? It doesn't make sense to me. But that's me. It's one of the very few little negative things I kind of picked out of the episode. I was kind of like, wait, why is he even there? I thought he was going to be gone for like a good amount of time. Like if you're saying you're going to go home, you shouldn't even be out there like supporting other tag teams. I don't have to see you. If you're going home to heal up, then go home to heal up. Don't stick around for storylines. That's very contradictory, I don't get that. Confused. Yeah, I was confused too. I'm like, wait, he's back already? But now he's injured. He got a beatdown from someone. Maybe they felt like they had to do that to like write him off. But you didn't have to do that because he already said he's going home, right? But I don't want to nag on that all night. That was one of the just weird things I wanted to get off my chest. All right, so we start out the night with the Young Bucks coming out. They already had Jurassic Express in the ring waiting for their opponents for this opening tag match, which, by the way, was really freaking good. Young Bucks came out, just mean mugging everyone, just looking pissed off, looking serious, focused, whatever you want to call it. Came out. I had to laugh though. Poor Posey. Jiminy Christmas. Me and the TNI guys joke on the throwbacks about Posey always getting his ass handed to him by whoever in these first matches that I'm guessing that he was on TV for. I don't know if he's been on TV before that. I'd have to actually research that. I don't know if that's even out there. But like that was my introduction to like Rudy Charles and a couple of the other refs that have been out there, you know. So yeah, it's just funny how like it's like every week we see Posey get his ass kicked, but it's on different brands. It's like oh, now he got his ass kicked on this throwback of TNA. Now this week he's getting his ass kicked on AEW. Almost a 20-year difference. Nothing's changed. This poor son of a bitch. Hey, the guy could take a bump, right? The guy could take a bump. So they sweet chin music. No, I can't say that. They super kick. They took Posey to a super kick party. Took him out. Bunch of refs come out. Hey, stop. What the hell? And they're, the announcers are just sick with it. They're like, no, you can't do this. Why are you doing this? We don't get it. And the camera follows him and back, pulls out a wad of money like this thick. Damn. That wasn't a Monopoly money either, man. That was... Takes the wad of money, throws it at Tony in the gorilla position. I love it. Tony, you see other places that everybody's in a suit and tie looking really nice and dapper. There's Tony in the t-shirt and board shorts with the headset on. Just cracks me up. I'm not knocking it. I think it's hilarious. It's a little more Tony's a little more relaxed, Right off the bat, you could tell the feeling backstage is not so, oh, everybody's scared to death of pissing someone off, upsetting someone. Right there, your boss is in a t-shirt and shorts. Hey, that's who I'd want to work for. I'm just saying. Pretty funny. Once a bumper, always a bumper. Oh man, that's funny. So they come out, this is obviously, look, it's a heel turn. It's different though, So they're doing these weird attacks on people you wouldn't expect them. It's the most innocent of baby faces as opposed to someone you would normally cheer out there in the ring. So like what next week they might attack Tony. Tony might take his first bump. Who knows? Don't be surprised, folks. Don't be surprised. Tony always said he's not going to take a bump. Well, you know what? Next week might be that week. I just... You smell that? I can smell it coming. Can't you? I can smell it. But this match between FTR and Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Damn. Crazy tag team match. Really was good. I mean, Jungle Boy shined. I mean, Luchasaurus is great. He's big, he's athletic, but Jungle Boy really shines in this match. I'm not going to say too much about FTR because they always look like $1 million. Styles, what is up? What did I miss? Oh, we just started like 15 minutes ago. You didn't miss much. I started out by saying that the total amount of wrestling in this show is the equivalent of 3 3-hour Raws, basically. It's loaded with wrestling. I mean, just tremendous. You'd mark out if Tony takes a bump. Cool, Kyle? Hey, don't jinx me, damn it. Don't jinx me. I think he's still at work, all right? Don't jinx me. Oh. My allergies have been kicking my ass, so I got loaded up on meds and like tried like hell to like stay awake through the episode, so I'm like stole one of my wife's sodas to get a little caffeine in me. Don't tell Mrs. J-Bo. But now she watches this, I'm busted, but chances are she's sleeping, so all right. Styles, go grab your like 3 Twitch accounts and light up my Twitch, would you, bro? I love you. I'm trying to get that average up. Trying to do it tonight. I got 7 people in there right now. Uh-oh. Guys, sometimes Twitch is a little wonky. If it ever goes black on you, just refresh the page, all right? Happens to me all the time. Doesn't mean I'm not there. Just means Twitch had a error. Jay Boomer. What's up, man? Oh, man. It carries over, doesn't it? All right. So, yeah, Jurassic Express, Jungle Boy, didn't really have a chance. But, damn, they put up a good fight, didn't they? FTR wins this one. And then what I also talked about at the top of the show, Matt Hardy gets taken out, beaten down, private parties checking on him. And in walks to the scene Hager and Jericho carrying a baseball bat. Gee, I wonder who did that. So, critical sting. My signal was alerted. Oh my God. Critical sting, you got to get like a bat signal or something for your profile pic, you know? Don't pull a Zach Bonifer and make like a Batman with a J-Bone face on a Batman or something, you know? Don't do that. Just do like a bat signal, because that'd be funny as shit. All right. Matt Hardy's taken out. Next, Omega's on commentary. And this is hilarious. Now this is what I'm talking about. Every once in a while, you really got to pay attention to the commentary. It's not just there for like background noise because you can barely hear the fans. This is one of those things where there's a storyline between Omega and Paige, and there's like a big picture to it. Hardy can't catch a break, right? Tosses 2 cans of crack me up. Brain fart. Sorry. Omega keeps throwing little jabs at Hangman. Excuse me. All throughout this match. And he's real nonchalant about it. He's like, I've moved on from my stuff with the tag team division. I've got goals I want to do. And he kept critiquing Kale. What's up, dude? Someone else heard his bat signal, apparently. He kept critiquing stuff like Hangman would, take a bump and then look around and like randomly stick his hand out, and Omega would be like, see, this is where he'd be reaching for a tag, but no one's there. But no one's there. So he's got to figure out how to do it on his own. He kept doing this all throughout the match. So damn funny. But it was light enough that it wasn't, the way he's speaking isn't like a full-blown heel turn, But I'd have to say, honestly, this was the best this was the best match, of the episode, was Kazarian and Anna Page. This was nuts. Hangman gets the win here. And just as he gets up from the mat and he's just kind of collecting himself and slowly turns around, because he knew that Omega was on commentary. He turned around to acknowledge him, and he wasn't there. Kenny Omega just left him there. Didn't try to pick up the pieces. He's moving on. So the story continues. MJF has about a 3-second match with Sean Dean. Put him in that Salt of the Earth. That's like a modified armbar. And Sean Dean taps out. Doesn't even have it. Just not a whiff of a chance. Didn't even have time to take a breath. MJF then cuts the promo of the episode, I'd say, and says he is now going to call himself I wrote this all down. Let me see here. The undefeated, undisputed, uncrowned world champion of All Elite Wrestling. That's a mouthful, folks. That's a mouthful. Elijah Washington, what is up? Good match between Kaz and Hangman Page. Yes, it absolutely was. Great. It's so. I mean, I like Page, but I'm an old fan of Kaz, going back to those early TNA days from 2005, where he would light up that X division with Matt Bentley, Christopher Daniels, AJ Styles. The list goes on and on. I think Siaki was even in there for a little bit right before he retired. But yeah, I see him in action like this in a match that's this good, and it takes me back to those mid-2000s. So good. So good. MJF says something interesting here. He says, like every other week now, it seems like there's a new faction popping up. This group is over here. This group is over here. He's like, now I've always considered myself a lone wolf, but maybe it's time to form my own wolf pack. And of course, I'm old school. I'm old school. I instantly thought of these guys. Love this. And by the way, this is old school. The tag. Oh, not that tag. Here we go. 19. I don't know if you're going to be able to read this. Right there. It's kind of hard to read. I apologize. This is 19. Shit, I'm blind. 1998. Doesn't get much more old school than that. Did Auntie get her shirt? Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, she did. Took a picture of it. I thought I shared it on social media. Maybe I did not. I'll share it with you guys live right here. Share screen of Rooney. She was very excited to get this, by the way. There she is. She came in the office and had it on, and I was like, hey, Mrs. J-Bone got her t-shirt. There it is. That's what the new shirt looks like. I think it looks pretty damn awesome. Love Kaz. Yes, we love Kaz. So, now this is an interesting point with this MJF and thinking about building a stable. Now, he's already got Wardlow for his muscle. Now, it is a nice shirt, isn't it? And yes, don't ask. I'm still working on mine. I was doing some more brainstorming today. I'm doing that Gaggle of Ninjas shirt. I'm just not sure how to put it together. I've got a bunch of different ideas floating around for things I want to put on it. So just be patient. It's coming. But if you want to get one of the older shirts, they're still on sale. The descriptions, the link is in the description down below. MJF Wolfpack, very interesting. NWO back. Well, they can't say NWO because WWE still has those rights, but I'd be very curious to see if WWE still owns the Wolfpack. Watch them watch this episode and be like, shit, somebody quick, copyright, trademark Wolfpack right now, motherfucker. 5 minutes ago, get it done. Lawyers are like tossing papers around. Holy shit, let's go. Vince is having a stroke and a coronary and shitting his pants all at the same time. So my question to you guys, you brainstorm on this. If he's going to pick people to join him, I think you first assume it's going to be a tag team of sorts. He's got his muscle. He's got the muscle. He's got the muscle. And of course, MJF is the hustle. Oh no, that's another gimmick. You can't say that. That's Rohit and from Chi-Town. What tag team do you put with him? Well, I want to hear in the chat. Who do you put with MJF? Who do you see joining him? Is it someone new? Is it someone already established in the company? What do you think? I'm really curious because I was thinking about it while I was taking notes and trying to stay awake. No, it's not because the show was boring. It's because of my allergies and medicine and shit. Oh, shit. Dude, that's pretty good. I actually like that. Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison. Now, Brian Pillman Jr. asked a question on social media yesterday or the day before, saying he's putting a team together called the Hollywood Blondes. And he said, how do I spell it? Blonds or Blondes? And I replied, Blondz. Get that Z on the end. Because no one expects the Z. And all of a sudden you see the Z at the end and people go, oh, there's a Z. That's so fucking cool. Put that Z on the end of it. I can see it. And Griff Garrison's actually good. I mean, he's been, it's destroyed here and there. I've seen it. But he's good. The matches that he's actually wrestling in on Dark, I've enjoyed them. The Hollywood Blondes. I like it. Oh, Paul Nelson says the Bucks. The Young Bucks. That's interesting. Someone from NWA. Hey, Thunderosa's, people assume that this was going to be her last match and she'd win one before she goes back to NWA. Thunderosa's coming back next week. Very interesting. So does that expand? Does Tony use more people from the NWA? And then eventually Tony just buys his competition. He injects it with a lethal dose of poison. The AEW. Oh, shit. Kind of scared myself there. J Boomers with a Z. You guys crack me up. I love you. I see Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff Garrison being recruited. I see what you did there. You watched Being the Elite too. It's hilarious, right? They think they're getting Jungle Boy recruited, and they keep, bringing in Griff Garrison. And, that's not Jungle Boy. Then they kick Griff Garrison's ass. And it's kind of funny. Bollywood. Hollywood Blondes. What the hell? Sued by Meek Man. Oh, man. Drake and Storm. Oof. That's the NWA champs right there. Or tag champs, excuse me. Interesting. Well, keep throwing ideas. I'm really curious. And if you're watching this if you're watching the replay, put it in the comments. Can't wait to see. All right. Now, Eddie Kingston comes out with his friends. He's got 3 points to make. He's got Phoenix, Pentagon, and the Butcher and the Blade, and they're all out there. And he says, number one, I just want to remind you guys, I never lost that battle royal. Go look up the rules. He keeps bringing that up. He's going to end up in that match in a few weeks. If I was a betting man, and I'm not really, I'd put money on it. Do you guys think that we're going to end up getting a 3-way between Mox, Lance Archer, and Eddie Kingston? Holy shit, what a match Shut up and take my money. That'd be unbelievable. Bell's boy. All right, so number 2, he's a family of violence. And then he sends his crew out and they go wipe out some jabronis from ringside. Pretty sure Pillman and Griff Garrison were some of those guys. So they are absolutely taking some bumps and earning their stuff in this company. The hard way, right? So they're all on the same page. Everything's good. Seems like everything's good now, as opposed to other times, right? Number 3. Pentagon. He's got his shit together. Phoenix. He's got his shit together. Butcher. Same with him. He's got his shit together. He goes to the Blade. Go get your shit in order. What does that mean? So there's something going on with him. I'm really curious. It's some like big picture thing, you know? Very, very curious. So there's a couple things going on in this group. Very interesting. You know, Eddie trying to get in that title campaign. And then he's trying to keep his flock. We'll call him flock. You know, old school. We use an old school term here. His family, a.k.a. his flock together. We'll have to wait and see what that's all that about. Elijah Washington says, true, J-Man. Kingston versus Archer versus Mach in a 3-way for the belt. The next AEW pay-per-view. Well, it's that anniversary episode on October, what is it? October 14th? Check my calendar. Who's messaging me? Oh, dear God. Oh, Zach. Oh, you made me pop. All right. So, dates. We're looking up dates. Zoom over 14th. Yep, October 14th. Okay. So, Critical Sting, if you're still watching, I'm sharing this for you because I just think it's goofy as hell. This is courtesy of our little Photoshopper. Come on, Facebook. Our little Photoshopper. I don't share a lot of Zach's stuff. I know he gets upset. So I'm going to be nice and I'm going to share this because I actually popped. I'm all about sharing the love tonight. Where is it? There you go. There you go, Critical Sting. There's your signal. It's Sting. It's the bat signal. See it? All right. There you go. Love you, Zach. You're so goofy. Hopefully Critical Sting saw that. I don't know if he's still in here. All right. Too funny. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see what's up with the Blade. What is this, you know? What's wrong with the Blade? What does he have to do? What's going on with him? What's Eddie talking about here? Now, we got the house excuse me. What did I write? House party? Jiminy Christmas, I was tired. Private party, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy versus Jericho and Jake Hager. I struggled with this one. Hey, see, he's in the chat. He saw that. Jericho and Jake won this one. It's really interesting that they're pushing this tag team of Jericho and Jake Hagar. Like, this is the next goal of Chris Jericho to get those tag belts. But notice something very interesting happened at the end of this episode. And we're going to get to that. Oh, jeez. Kid and Play. House Party. That was their movie, wasn't it? Wasn't it House Party Part 1 through 15 or something? I forget. I don't know. They had a few of those. I saw a couple of those. Those are like fun, goofy movies. That's Private Party, not Lucha House Party. Oh, no. Oh, that's funny. Lucha. Oh, shit. Wrong brand. Did you guys see that tweet from Lindsay Dorado earlier today? He like unmasked and said goodbye. What the hell is he doing? I'm sorry. I had to bring it up. I'm just very curious. Anyways. I like that idea, Elijah Washington. Maybe Santana and Ortiz join MJF as the Mean Street Posse. Because you know that MJF isn't going to recruit a team like Hagar and Jericho. That's too big. That's too big. Because you've got Jericho over here and you got MJF over here. They're foreshadowing something happening between them. So you may be very close on that one, Elijah. Zach says cross branding. He's an anti-masker, obviously. Oh, get out of here. Oh, that shit was funny. Vince screaming at him, God damn it, put on your mask, you son of a bitch. All right, we continue. Jiminy Christmas. All right, now we got the NWA Women's Championship match between Ivelisse and Thunderosa. Now, I assumed, and I don't think I'm the only one who assumed this, that this was going to be Thunderosa's last match. Somebody from AEW putting her over as she exits and then goes back to NWA, and NWA is going back to their tapings. I did not watch. If any of you watched, don't give me spoiler. I saw some spoilers, but I mean, and let me know if it was good. Let me know. Be honest. If you watched, I did not. I couldn't find any clips on there. Excuse me. I couldn't find any clips other than Aldis shaking Bennett's hand. I knew Bennett was going to win. I give him credit for doing that, but I mean that was some pretty big shoes to put on for Bennett, considering how low he was, on the totem pole of things he was coming out of from the WWE, Captain Cuck or whatever you want to call him. Poor bastard. I mean, I like him. Don't get me wrong. I like him. I want to see him achieve big things, but damn. And it's, he obviously did not have the luck that someone like EY did in Impact Wrestling, where, Eric Young came in, boom, week later, or not week, but A month later, after coming into the company, boom, champ. You know, blew people's minds. Minds are still blown over that one. We'll talk a little bit of Impact news as we get out of here, too. I want to talk about a few things. So get your questions ready. We'll do a little Q&A because we're almost done here. Damn good match between Ivelisse and Thunderosa. Now, there's actually going to be a rematch. It's going to be Thunderosa and Shida versus Ivelisse and Diamante. Very interesting. When they announced that match, I was legit shocked. And Shida actually came to the rescue of Thunderosa when Diamante and Ivelisse were beating her down after Thunderosa won the match. Very good match, though. I mean, those two were just clocking the hell out of each other. Looking stiff. Maria's still fire? Yes, she is beautiful. Yeah, that the Diamante and Shida involvement at the end, that was interesting. I mean, obviously that set up the following week, but I kind of assumed that when Shida picked up that NWA championship, kind of looked at it, and then gave it back to Thunderosa, I felt like that was a perfect exiting mark. You know, perfect way to, hey, I saved you. You got your win after getting a little beatdown from someone from my company. You know, don't send them out looking 100%. That's business, right? But Shida picked her up, sent her on her way on a good note. That was proper. That's good storytelling. And so yeah, I'm surprised they got a match next week. They're bringing Thunderosa back. I mean, I'm telling you, Tony's gonna pluck her. I'm telling you. He's gonna bring the NWA into the AEW. So, Ivelisse and Thunderosa have some history between them. Yes, I've seen all the seasons of Lucha Underground. I've seen it. I've seen a couple indie matches too. Heather Monroe and Camille pop up. Yeah. I mean, wow. Because, I mean, let's be real about this. Corgan does not have Tony's money. Corgan needs Tony's money to do anything significant with the NWA. What if Tony became a partner? I don't want to spend a long time on this. I'm just, I can see it slowly materializing, I don't know. But anyways, we'll see what happens with this. I like it's you see like the wheels are turning here, Now, this was a big segment. This was really big. Lance Archer comes out with Jake Roberts. Oof. The hamster is starving, folks. The hamster is starving. The wheel's slowing down. So they announced this tag match that's going to happen next week. It's all leading up to Lance Archer versus Mox a month away from now. 4 weeks away, whatever it is. So Jake Roberts comes out and he talks about he doesn't want to partner with this person, but he couldn't think of a better person, honestly, to partner with than Taz's crew, Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. Very interesting. Very interesting. And of course, Taz comes out. And Taz is like, yeah, it's all business. We can't wait to, we're very excited about this. Like, do we like you? No. But will we gladly help you? Yes. Because in the long run, he said when Lance Archer becomes the AEW World Champion, he is going to give Brian Cage that first championship shot. So they got it all planned out. They got it all planned out. I love how this all just took place in the ring. It's business. Business. So, Mox needs a crew. He needs 2 tag partners. And at this point, I'm thinking, who the hell is going to help Mox? Nobody on God's green earth has helped out Mox since day one in this company. Has anybody helped Mox? No. Mox has been beaten down by anyone and everyone. No one has come to help that son of a bitch. Until he is out there cutting his promo and he gets attacked by Brian Cage and Ricky Starks. And who comes to help him? Throwing chairs and just flipping Daly's place on its goddamn head. Someone very new to AEW fans' eyes. Will Hobbs. Or as they kept saying, Big Will Hobbs. He's a big boy. He's almost as big as Mox. Now, it was just announced earlier today that Will Hobbs was signed to a contract at AEW. So congratulations, Will Hobbs. It's stuff like this that makes me excited for the future of pro wrestling. Now, I know a lot of people look at this. I want to talk about this for a minute. A lot of people look at this and they go, why did they sign this jabroni? Why did they give a guy like him a chance? I'll give you the perfect reason why. And it's the reason why WWF won the Monday Night Wars. And this goes back 20 plus years. And you guys will figure it out as I start saying it. All these people jumped ship, went to WCW for this. So when WWF was at its lowest and basically starting over, what did they do? They did a bunch of crazy stuff. And what else did they do? Oh, yes. They created new stars. What has AEW been doing since day one? So their launching point, you need anchors. Okay? They're not stupid. You need anchors. Their anchors were guys like Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Cody, Jericho. Jericho was a big one. And then they sprinkled in a couple along the way. Some bigger names too. Now, you've been bringing in some more names over the course of the last several months. Some of the names have been somewhat impressive, some maybe not so impressive. But down the road, if all you're doing is bringing in talent from WWE, it doesn't give your roster a ton of credibility. It might make your roster happy because they have more freedom than they did before and they could do new things, which is fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with that at all. We all are excited for that. We want to see Miro get a fresh start. We wanted to see Brody Lee get a fresh start. We wanted to see FTR get a fresh start. There's nothing wrong with that. But if your company can't create new stars, it's going to fail. And that's what they're doing. They're starting to create new stars, homegrown stars. MJF, Jurassic Express, Sammy Guevara. And the list goes on and on. You know? Now, they got a guy like Will Hobbs. Man, this guy's fired up. Now, I know he's had a few matches, so I'm going to go back and I'm going to actually watch some of those matches. I think he had a match this past Dark with a former TNA, Jesse Sorensen. Is that the same one that got injured and never came back? Is that same guy I'm thinking of? He's got a shaved head now. He looks badass and he's jacked. He was like a little skinny kid when he got injured and left. Is that the same guy? New stars in 2020 blasphemy. Will Hobbs is all elite, baby. Yes. So I'm excited. You know? I'm excited to see some new blood, something different. That's why I keep watching this brand, folks. It's something different. They're trying to create new stars. People are all like, well, they haven't done this and they haven't done that. How long did it take WWF to scrape up their shit and get their shit together during the Monday Night Wars? Took them a few years, didn't it? AEW's been a company on TV for, let's see, just less than a year now. Takes time, people. I said this last night on TNI. Wrestling fans need to be more patient. It's not easy. I get it. I get impatient too once in a while too. I have my little rants here and there. But patience is the key. So many wrestling fans out there want their shit 5 minutes ago. It doesn't happen like that. You got to let the story play out. And you know what? Sometimes the story doesn't play out. Something happens. Something goes wrong. But that's wrestling. It has its ups and downs. All you do is hope for the best, you know? Enjoy the slow burn. Thank you. Thank you. I say that all the time. You get it. Thank you. And I'm not saying everybody has to agree with me 1,000% on here. I just try to remind people, hey, you know, take, like Trent says, take it easy, you know? Hey, I know that guy. What's up, Mark? How you doing? You know, people can't accept long-term storytelling and then act like they care about it when they don't like the final result, right? Yeah, we see that all the time, don't we? All right, so Will Hobbs saves Mox, and then Mox calls out Darby Allin. He's like, I know you're watching at home, you son of a bitch. Get here next week. I need you. Which is kind of funny. So it's like, Is he going to help Mox or is he going to screw him? I don't know. I'm excited, though. I'm really excited for this. It's different. Can't wait to see what Will Hobbs does. He's a big boy. Now, I was not excited for this main event. Because we've seen this before. We don't see it all the time, but we've seen it before. The parking lot brawl. Now, this looked like it was basically straight out of... Oh, shit. I don't remember which number it was. So someone please remind me in the chat. SmackDown versus Raw. Namely, there was like a famous match in the game that people always refer to. It was or was it actually a match on a pay-per-view? Wait, maybe I don't know. Maybe it was a match on a pay-per-view, or maybe it was on a SmackDown. Oh no, you know what? It made it into a video game because it was on TV. I'm thinking of, it was a John Cena versus Eddie Guerrero. I think that's what I'm thinking of. So this played out just like that. You know, everybody's fighting and they're surrounded by cars. All the cars are pointed in with their headlights, some on, some off. Man, these guys tore the house down. I was cringing, but in a good way. I mean, they really brought it. I was amazed. Dude, they were throwing each other through windshields. They were throwing each other through doors. They were going through hoods of cars. They were breaking hoods of cars on top of people. When Chucky had Ortiz inside the engine and kept taking the hood and banging it down on him, and then Trent did the swanton off the top, off the hood, and crushed him even more. Jiminy Christmas. Unbelievable. Junkyard match. Yeah, like a junkyard match. I mean, this had enough toys in it. You could have called it a junkyard match. LAX and Warpaint was fire. It was. Until Orange Cassidy, that son of a bitch. Orange Cassidy. I was ready for what did they say? They were painted up like the dead presidents. Now I know that's a movie reference. I've never seen it before. If anybody's seen that movie, tell me don't give me any spoilers, because I don't even know what it's about. I think it's like a gang movie or something. I don't know. Just let me know if it was good or not. But they threw that little reference in there, like they were painted up like the guys from the dead presidents. Last time Santana Ortiz wore face paint was way back in 2018 Slammiversary. Yeah, that was against shit. Was that against the Lucha Brothers, or was that against the OG LAX? I can't remember, because they fought against both those guys, didn't they? That was, man, they had some crazy wars in their last few months of Impact Wrestling. Point Break. It's worth skipping? Oh, it wasn't that good? Oh, okay. Critical Sting says the OGs. Bell's Boy says the OGs. Okay. All right. Point Break. Why did you mention Point Break? Now I'm like, because that's one of my favorite movies, and I'm like, I can't picture anyone in Point Break doing. Oh, wait. You're talking about the masks they wore when they were bank robbers. Oh my God. I just lost like 5,000 brain cells on that one. Thank you, Zach. Oh God. I love you. Jeez Louise. That's crazy. Yes. So, but yeah, man, this was so much fun. They went through doors, hoods of cars, windshields, huge plywood things at the end. I mean, they definitely told a story, and then Orange Cassidy came in and fucked it all up for Santana and Ortiz. I mean, I was I'll be honest. It was like the first time I wasn't excited to see him get in this match because I was like, oh man, it was like nobody helping nobody. It was, I mean, of course it's legal because there's no rules. You know, I'm not going to get upset about it, but I was like, oh man, but whatever. So the good guys won. But as much damage as they did to each other, was anybody really the good guy here? I mean, really. Although it was funny, it was they wrapped up the story in a pretty little bow when everybody got into Trent's mom's new pretty white van. Of course, they're all full of glass and blood and other bodily fluids that got leaked out all over the place. Talk about a crime scene. God, there was blood all over the cement ground and everything. So everybody gets in the car. Chuck's like hanging his head out the window, like, looking all crazy back at him. And then Sue's driving away. Mama Sue stops, rolls down the window, sticks her hand out the window, and flips off everybody. They didn't censor it. I was a little surprised they didn't censor it, but whatever. So she flips them off, drives away, off into the night with all the boys. So that wraps up that episode of AEW Dynamite. Thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot of fun. Man, just so much good wrestling and storytelling. They're building up stuff, you know? They're building up stuff with the ladies. They're building up stuff for the championship. The tag teams are on fire. Sides are being taken. Different sides of friendships are getting broken down. We got heel turns happening. Oh, my God. I mean, the company is really changing big time from last year till now. Big time. It's really interesting. Trent's bloody back in the mom's car. Yeah, right. That's funny. Lorenz Tate and Chris Tucker starred in the movie Good Movie. Oh, you're talking about Dead Presidents. Okay. No, I knew they wore the face paint in the Dead Presidents. I've seen the trailer. I just never seen it. And I never, because that movie goes back a bit. That goes back almost 20 years, if not more. I think that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s. Something like that. I don't know. J-Bone, what if Mr. Pentagano Dark Destroy Ray Phoenix and joins MJF? Huh. I don't see that happening, but hey, you never know. You almost wonder if Kingston's setting up something too. I don't know. It's weird. Something big is going to happen, and I can't wait to see what happens. Whatever happens, it's going to be out of nowhere. Movie came out in 95. Okay. Mid 90s. Interesting. What about this? MJF stable is MJF 1, 2 Spears, 3 Brian Pillman Jr. and Griff, and a repackaged Penta Dark. XB Dog says Butcher and Blade join MJF. A lot of interesting ideas, guys. Thank you. It's all good. Graduated high school in 95. 92, baby. 92. Not that far off. So when I talk about certain things from back then, I know this guy gets it. Zach Bonifer. Happy birthday to Kiera Hogan from Impact Wrestling. And with that, let's switch gears for a little bit. Let's open up the chat to some Q&A, shall we? Talk about a little news. Let's see. I saw something earlier today I was going to talk about. Let me bust out my WrestleZone here. Hang on a second. Thought I saw. Oh, okay. Yeah. Before we shift gears, I got this. Well, it's AEW related. I just quickly want to talk about this special 1 hour late night Dynamite set for next Tuesday night on TNT. This is interesting. I'm actually really excited about this, guys. Wait, I clicked on it and it didn't go. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we got Matt Sydal versus Shawn Spears. I'm actually really excited about that. We got Brandy Rhodes. All right, ads. Quit popping up and changing my freaking page around. Hold still for 2 damn seconds. Brandy Rhodes versus Anna Jay. So that little storyline getting a little continuation there. That's good. And Scorpio Sky versus Ben Carter. Very interesting right there. I can't wait to see that. All right, so in the chat, who saw the stadium show from Warrior Wrestling this past weekend? Because let me tell you something. Ben Carter is one of the guys on that show that stole the night. Absolutely tore the house down. Very interesting. I'm just looking through headlines here. Don't mind me. Wade Barrett signs with NXT to become a full-time commentator. We kind of saw that one coming, hey? Sonya Deville, stalker, faces life in prison, pleads not guilty. You know what he's trying to do? He's trying to get that insanity plea. He can sit in prison and get fed 3 square meals a day. Hope that son of a bitch fries. It's horrible. You seriously wonder why Sonya Deville left wrestling? Would you want to stay in a spotlight if that shit happened to you? If somebody actually got in your house? I mean, you can't blame her. You can't blame her. I mean, the people that do this are obviously tough, but we see them on TV as tough. They're playing a role. It's wrestling, folks. This person wanted to kidnap her and do God knows what to her. I mean, damn. Yeah, I mean, and if I wasn't such a high risk with my own health, I'd go down to Chicago and check out the second one that's coming up. Definite highlight of the show, though, Tessa versus Kylie. Controversy aside, the match was very good. Very good. Tessa played a great heel. Got booed out of the stadium. We talked a little bit about that on TNI. I know it made Trent a little uncomfortable, but it's all right. I risked it. No, and I get why he's upset. I'm upset too. He just doesn't want to, show her any kind of attention. And I get that. It's all right. Will Hobbs is All Elite signing with AEW following extended run on Dark. Yes, we mentioned that. What else is here? Mickie James and Trish Stratus reunited and reflect on their rivalry? Oh, what's this? Curious. What is this? Some kind of interview? Oh, they put them on the bump. I thought the bump was done. Oh, I might actually have to watch that one. Guys, that rivalry, I know, some of you are too young to remember that one, but the rivalry between Mickie James and Trish Stratus is classic. I might actually have to watch that. Let's I know I don't talk a ton of Impact stuff on here, but let's talk about Bound for Glory for a minute, shall we? We got the headlining match for Bound for Glory, folks. It's EY, Eric Young, defending against Rich Swann. How good was that promo? We talked about that a lot last night. We even talked about it on the After Dark for a while too, because it was that good. Are you guys excited for Bound for Glory? Because there's your anchor match. There's your headline. There's your anchor. Now, there's going to be, a lot of stuff to follow. We just got a headline. What the hell is this? NXT superstar gets name change this week. Oh, God. Don't you love it when this happens? New name. Who is this? Trademarks Desmond Troy as Ashante Adonis. Desmond Troy is the new name for DeJournette. What? Oh, WWE, I read that wrong. WWE registered trademarks recently for Desmond Troy and Ashante Adonis. Fans met Adonis when he was debuted as Tahuti Miles. New name. We met Desmond Troy this week. Desmond Troy is the new name for DeJournette. He lost a very quick enhancement match to Tommaso Ciampa this week. Someone's got to get buried to the good Milwaukeean, right? Interesting. I was just curious. I had no clue who that was. Anyways, we continue. Rich Swann and EY. So, there you go, folks. Rich Swann is not retired. Did you guys do an Explosion watch along earlier, J-Bone? Yeah, we did. We did. We came in a few minutes late accidentally because I'll be honest, my plates are so loaded going back and forth between Smash and TNI. I forgot. And Trent, 10 minutes to 6, said, "Hey, is anybody doing Explosion watch along?" And I was like, crap, completely forgot. Give me 5 minutes, which turned into 15 minutes. I quick set it up, and he jumped in, and we did the watch along. It was all right. Part 2 of Ethan Page's Around the Ring with David Penzer. The match was Suicide versus Johnny Swinger, so it was, cute. It's fun to watch Johnny Swinger, though, because he actually is a really good wrestler. The gimmick is goofy, The throwback was really interesting. It was Kurt Angle and Samoa Joe. Was it Victory Road 07, I think? Versus the Dudleys. All the belts were on the line. The championship, the X Division, and the tag belts were all on the line in one match. You don't see that very much, eh? Interesting. And then to wrap it up, it was Tommy Dreamer versus EY, and they showed just bits from that. I don't know how many more we're going to do just because, I mean, we don't get very good numbers for that. And that when we don't get good numbers for that, it brings down our average, and we're trying to increase our average. So we honestly might not do those watch alongs much longer. Not to disappoint people, but we already do review it. So, you know, you want to watch it, just go on Twitch and watch it, or go on Impact Plus, even better. Support the app, you know, support the site. Sasha Banks is going to be on season 2 of Mandalorian J-Bone. The trailer dropped today. I saw that. Let's talk about that for a minute. You guys, let me know in the chat who watches The Mandalorian. I thought it was very good. I thought it was very, like I said at the top of the show, I love the Star Wars movies. You know, some people don't like this one, that one, whatever. I like them all. I really do. I mean, some are better than others. You know, nothing beats Empire Strikes Back. In my youth, that was my introduction to the word cliffhanger. When I went to go see Empire Strikes Back with my dad in the movie theater, and they put Han Solo in the carbonate, or whatever the hell they was called, the bicarbonate. Oh no, that's a Tums thing. Never mind. You know what I'm talking about. They froze them, and then Boba Fett kid, you know, took them, and they left. That's the George Lucas on crack version. Boba Fett left. That was my introduction to the cliffhanger. I cried all the way home. I was so upset. I was like, oh, there's no happy ending? There's no happy. I'm used to movies with happy endings. Completely shattered me. Needed therapy for like 10 years. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, nothing beats Empire to me. Although I did really enjoy that last one that they did. I know a lot of people didn't. I liked it. Whatever. But yeah, Mandalorian. So I really like this because it just shows another side in the Star Wars universe, you know? And Sasha Banks, sure enough, they start talking about Jedis, you know, that the Mandalorian has to turn the baby over to the group, a group of Jedis somewhere, references Jedis, and then shows Sasha Banks in the black hood, a la Luke Skywalker in I almost said Revenge of the Jedi. It's not Revenge of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi. They originally, little fun factoid for you. When I saw the trailer as a little kid, the first trailer, this is back before YouTube, when you had to actually watch trailers in the movie theaters because they didn't show them anywhere else. The original title was Revenge of the Jedi. And then George Lucas, in his infinite wisdom, said, Jedi does not know revenge. So they made it Return of the Jedi. Trent! There's a wild Trent in the chat. What is up? He wants Mark to bum rush the show. Wait, what show? This show? Now? I'm confused. I'm loaded with allergy medicine. I'm confused easily right now. No, and there's people that were never interested in Star Wars. And that's okay. This show, Mark, you want to join? You want to talk some stuff? Trent, you want to jump in here? Trent, you got any brain cells left after your long day at work? Did I see your comment? No, I did not see your comment. It was very good. Okay. Wonder when the Victory Road show will happen. It's got to happen soon because we're just over a month out. Mark, if you want to jump in here and we talk some stuff, some news, whatever. Trent, you want to jump in here? Still working. Damn it, Trent. Turn the computer off for the day. Oh, it's all right. I know you're hardworking. Mark, if you want to jump in here, I'll send you an invite. I am not like that. Jar Jar Binks is the greatest Star Wars character of all time. Trent, still love you. Misa think you nuts. No, the review's over, Trent. I'm just talking news now. I'm just talking news bits. I jumped from Impact to something else to Star Wars in a matter of seconds. Shoot it over. All right. Copy. Mark, I'm hitting you up on Twitter. Oh, where are you? There you are. Boom. Wow. Your thing's at the top of the page. That was easy. Paste. Send. Get your ass in here, sir. Who else is sending me messages? Goofy. All right. You're on an iPad. Oh, okay. We just bullshitting right now. That's right. We just bullshit. About to pull Mark out of the treehouse. That's okay, Mark. Get your ass in here. Oh, you gotta like switch from your iPad to the computer or something? Oh. Oh, you want to join too? Oh, got all these joiners. Sure. What the hell? Why not? I'm trying to think what your Twitter is. Hit me up on Twitter and I'll give it to you because I can't remember what your Twitter is. All right. And while I'm waiting for that, Hakeem Fullerton. And let's see. Is there some more news here? No, that one's dead. Let's get another news site. We're gonna open some ringside news. Just poking around, getting some friends in here. We're gonna talk some news. We're I'm like inviting hijackers now. That's how bad my show is getting. There he is. There he is. Thank you. There you go, sir. All you do is click on that little linky and hit the OK, and I'll bring you in, Terrence. Mark is having issues. Why are you having issues, Mark? Critical Sting says, 2020 is just full of what the fuck? Just saw Logan Paul is going to fight Floyd Mayweather. Why does he get to fight Floyd Mayweather? Why? Because he's a YouTuber? Oh, he's special. So you're not paying to see a fight. You're paying to see Logan Paul get his ass whooped. But they'll pay him a couple $100,000. They're not going to pay him Floyd Mayweather money. Is that real? I mean, is that really going to happen? Is that our level of pay-per-views now? Is it that sad? All right, let's be real here. Let's be real here for a second, shall we? Mark, so many issues. Oh no, we're not going to get Mark in here, are we? Thanks, XP dog. Take care, man. We're just having trouble getting people in here, aren't we? If it's true, Mayweather will make the easiest something $1 million in his life, right? Right? I mean, I would almost pay that, you know? It's like, okay, so here's what I'm going to ask you. Here's what I ask you. Real shit here. Real shit. Would you pay money to see Mike Tyson versus YouTuber J-Bone from Smash This Podcast? Logan Paul could do it. Fuck, I'll take a punch. Hey! Uh-oh. Is it working? It's Mark!
Will it connect? What? Oh my god. Is the connection stable? Fuck. I don't know if this is going to work.
Here's a Trent word. It's a little wonky, but I can hear you and I can see you.
All right, cool. I could always hop over inside if I need to. I got to keep it kind of low though, since I'm outside.
Oh, that's okay. We're not screaming. We can be chill.
All right, chill. Like chill. Wait. Chill.
I don't have much like energy for a lot. J-Bone's in the treehouse.
Nice.
Well, thank you for inviting me into your treehouse.
Absolutely.
And yes, I actually had the background ready.
This was I was actually just about to go to bed, but I can always hang out in the treehouse longer. So
there you go. Yeah, and I don't care what you do. I'm not going to be like, oh, you can't do that on my show. No, dude, whatever. I'm not like that.
It's tobacco.
Tobacco.
What's up, Bells?
It's a little bit of green.
Oh, you know what? I'm wearing a wrestling shirt and a wrestling hat. This worked out perfect. I'm all in.
Oh, in what? Okay, so now I gotta. Okay, so what hat? Oh, the Boss and Hugs connection. Okay, that's connection. Boss and Hugs. That's Sasha Banks, Sasha and Bailey. Okay, that's back when they were baby faces.
Yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so let me ask you, what do you think of Sasha Banks being in The Mandalorian. Are you excited for that? Because I really have no clue how big of a part this is.
Yeah, I don't either. So I mean, I've seen all the Star Wars movies and I saw them in the theaters and collected the toys and stuff, but I'm not like a huge fan. I've never seen The Mandalorian and I don't have Disney Plus, and I probably wouldn't even think about signing up until this. So that's effective for me. If she has a major part in it, yeah, I'll get the app to watch it. So
yeah,
to
I
me,
mean, I'll
that
tell
says
you what.
sell.
I think The Mandalorian season 1. Like, I'm not the biggest nerd in the universe because I know some people are like, "Oh yeah, and I know this guy, and this guy was tied to this
I'm
guy,
a
and
big
from this
ass
other."
nerd.
I'm not that big of a nerd. I'm very like a basic, like I just take everything at face value. You know, I don't go deep diving into, oh, this person's tied to this and this over here, and I don't do all that. Like from like, books and comic books and cartoon series, I don't do all that. I stick to the movies. That's about it. But I always loved Boba Fett as a character. So when I was like, oh, they're making a character movie out of where Boba Fett came from, I was so down for that. And let me tell you, it's very much like a Western. It's like a wild West version of Star Wars is the best way I can describe it. So if you like,
So like
Westerns,
I like Firefly.
Firefly was okay.
Oh,
I
J-Bone.
I never watched the series. I only saw the movie.
Oh, you got to see the series too. The movie's good, but the series.
Oh, okay. I might check it out sometime. Is that on Amazon? I'm just curious.
I don't know. I own it on Blu-ray, so I'm
Oh,
not sure. Yeah, dating myself nowadays saying Blu-ray.
look at this guy. No, I mean, that just shows how big of a fan you are if you own it on Blu-ray.
I know, right? Well, I mean, I've just owned it that long, I think I own it on digital too, probably. Who knows?
Well, there's nothing wrong with Blu-ray. I mean, Blu-ray is...
It's like an endless buying circle, but I own so many things. I own Aliens on Laserdisc still. Plus, I own the DVD and the Blu-ray and the digital. Like, I got to stop rebuying stuff all the time. Thank God I'm not into Star Wars.
I like the Alien series. I even like the newer ones.
Oh yeah,
I'm always really curious, like how they come up with stuff.
Well, those designs are just so good, man. I can watch those Aliens all day.
I know a lot of people didn't like Covenant. I loved Covenant. I thought the movie, I mean, it was very dark. I mean, they're all dark, but I mean, as far as like the ending and stuff. Zach Bob. Nerds Unite.
Isn't that why we're here on a wrestling podcast at 11 o'clock at night?
Yeah, we kind of
a purple Boston Hug Connection shirt.
There you go. Yeah, I'm wearing this was a cheap Walmart. This is WrestleMania. Nice. Shawn Michaels versus Austin.
Two locals.
I just thought it looked slick. Guys. So what I thought was cool was Sasha Banks looked very Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi-ish with the black, I thought that was very cool.
Yeah. I mean, what little bit we saw is exciting. I mean, well, I'm a fan, so, but I guess if you're not a fan, you wouldn't have even noticed it. It was so quick, right? I don't really know any more information about how big her role is.
No, I have no clue other than, hey, there's Sasha Banks. That's literally it. We don't even know what character her name is. Or I should say the name of the character. What else? But yeah, that's coming out in like a month, so I'm excited for that. So what do you think of...
is it really that soon?
Yeah, it's dropping in October.
That's close.
Yeah, dude.
So are we going to start getting new media again now that things are, I guess, starting back up, right? So they can produce new shows and stuff, and we're maybe going to get outdoor wrestling from WWE.
They're trying, but dude, the country is in such, and I hate talking, like political edge shit, but
yeah, we don't have to talk politics.
It's just, I just think the nation is still crumbling because of this. like our state is such a hot mess right now.
Hey man,
Oh
I'm
my
in
God.
Texas. I feel you. My wife is a teacher who started back to school a week ago, and I'm homeschooling 2 kids. Man, I feel you. It's a mess. It's a mess.
I would not want to. I mean, I'm very nervous about. I mean, I'm excited for my son starting high school. But I'm very scared for him. Very scared for him.
As
But
I can tell you this. There's no social distancing in school. In high school it may be a little bit better, but my wife's in elementary. My kids are in middle and elementary, and it's not possible.
no,
It's just not.
no. I mean, when you got like a whole gym and you got like a dozen kindergartners all spread out across a bunch of desks, I seen that. But I mean, when you got hundreds and hundreds of kids, like the only social distancing I heard from my son that first week of school is they had like their names separated for different days of the week. Like A through this went this, and L through whatever went this day. And that was their introduction to their first day of high school. Next week, it was just boom, Monday through Friday or Tuesday through Friday because of the holiday. You know what I mean? But
yeah.
So yeah, I want to call him up soon and see how his first week of school, like real week of school was. I'm so scared for him. I mean, I'm not going to yell at. I'm not going to yell at my ex and be like, "Why are you sending our son to high school?" And I'm not going to do that. But
yeah, this is just a real. Every day is a tough situation.
It is. It is. It's like you just hope to God they get home safe and that they stay healthy.
Yeah, well, and just with everything that's going on, wrestling has really been such an escape for all of us. I mean, you guys have been just absolutely pounding it, every night practically, and and we're all here too, right? Because everybody's just looking for any fucking escape we can get. Even if I have to watch, well, I don't really watch WWE very much, but even if I have to fast forward to find the women's matches, like I'll even watch Raw these days sometimes for a little bit, just to get
it's legit a little bit. I mean, that tag match on Raw was about 30 seconds.
Dude. Yeah, what the fuck?
It's so sad, dude. That's why when in my review of Raw, dude, I was so upset.
Raw is terrible right now. Terrible.
When it's like, oh, it's great action. No. When you have 1 minute matches, that doesn't fucking count.
Yeah, they made that work so well in NWA Power, right? Like, not 1 minute, but, short match segments. But everything was so well scripted and structured there, and everything had purpose and reason for being. And in the WWE, it's like, hey, here's a 30-second match with 4 people who I'm supposed to care about, but how could I possibly? Because they haven't had a mic in months. And then I don't know. It's a mess.
When everything is on a smaller scale, it's not as noticeable. Now all of a sudden you've got the Thunderdome. So you've got all the production and just a little itty bitty wrestling. It's like, well, what the fuck, man?
I'm not gonna lie, Thunderdome's pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie about that. I wish Impact could pull some bells and whistles out. Not exactly like Thunderdome, but the grandiosity of it does.
Just a bigger scale with a little more production. No, I feel you there. Yeah.
It does kind of help distract from like the awkwardness of, we're used to it by now, but come on, let's face it. I was watching Orange Cassidy Pac from, Revolution again earlier in the week. In the crowd, man, I miss the crowd so much. Even just like tonight to hear them singing Judas, even just a little bit. There's only 1,000 of them or whatever, but to hear them singing Judas again is so great. I missed it.
Yeah, they really spread them out.
Yeah, but they sounded good. I think they're doing a good job. Honestly, it looks like they're being. I mean, again, there's social distancing and stuff. It sounds like they're doing the right things.
Yeah, and they're, and if they're keeping their masks on and they're being safe about it, I guess I'm okay with it. It just, you just hope that everybody stays healthy in the long run. That's all you hope for.
Yeah, I mean, if I had my druthers, everything would be shut down completely so we could get past this. But that's not the case. So
what happened to Terrence? Is Terrence having troubles? Terrence, I sent you the thing. He might be having troubles. I wasn't reading the chat though. Terrence, are you having troubles? Let me quick check my.
Katie Forbes as the Stib.
What happened to?
Oh, all WWE is definitely all style and no substance right now. Yeah, I guess has been for a while, huh? I
Yeah,
can't
it's
think of anything
just
there
messed.
besides
So
Sasha and
yes, I'm learning
Bailey.
how to
What
do this.
long-term storyline do we have to be invested in? Drew's been a good champion, but it's been weird because of
Well, he
just
even
everything.
felt he even felt off on Monday. Like he didn't have a. Oh, dude! All you gotta do is downloaded the app. You shouldn't have to download an app. All you gotta do is click the link and then like say okay to the permission because you're going. It's very similar to Google Hangouts, only better and honestly easier. But yeah, man, I just wish they'd focus a little more on the wrestling. I mean, okay, a lot more on the
A
wrestling.
lot more, especially with the stacked rosters of people that they're hoarding right now. Like, hey, Cedric's on TV, right? And he looks good. So there's that. Retro bullshit. Man, are they dragging that retribution thing out or what?
Oh, dude,
Like,
it's so
even
bad.
if I was invested to begin with, I wouldn't be anymore. Hold on for once. I'll be right back. I got to put this dog away. She's in my face.
Go ahead, dude. Go ahead.
Hey, look.
Terrence, I'm going to send you a new link. Try this one. See if that one works. Sometimes.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all right, dude. That's
So
life,
the dog hears you, and she's like, "What the fuck is going on?" She's like, got a frisbee and is trying to get me.
Who's in my house?
Yeah, it's 11:00 at night. I'm not playing frisbee. What's wrong with you, dog?
And why are you not playing frisbee with me if you're awake? What the hell? Dude, I got 5 cats. I get your pain.
Yeah. I don't know how anyone has 5 pets. I have a gecko and a dog. That's it. I do want a cat, but my wife is saying she doesn't want any more pets in the house.
Yeah, dude, it just becomes a zoo after a while. You can't save them all.
My sister's up to 2 cats and a dog right now. You can't save them all. You wish you could.
My wife's daughter has 2 dogs, 3 cats, a really big lizard that I can't think of the name of. It's like the name of the. No. It's like big. It's like big. Something with a T. Teresimu? No, that's the dessert. It's something like that though.
I like tiramisu. That's good stuff.
I totally mispronounced.
Remember going out to eat, J-Bone? That was awesome. Back in the day when we used to go out to eat and stuff.
I went to Culver's today for takeout.
Yeah, that's something, right?
It was so good.
The movie theater by my house set up a couple of screens out in the parking lot, and I thought, oh, cool, they're going to show some outdoor drive-in movies. Pulled up. Unfortunately, they're only showing sports, which I don't really watch sports unless they're going to show Impact or AEW or something. So,
that's
but
lame. Maybe they were just testing it, or they were just trying to like draw a different crowd.
They had
that's
a bar
weird.
set up with taps, so I think that's the real draw right there.
There you go.
I'm in Texas, so nothing is enforced really. So it's kind
of beer. Someone say beer.
Yeah. Yep.
Anything to get people like out of their houses.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what it is. Yeah, I am tired of being stuck at home though, let me tell you.
Dude, it sucks. Like just driving to Culver's tonight for dinner because we got some burgers and fries and shakes. Dude, just that was like anxiety overload.
Oh man, I know. It's weird. Like I wasn't big on drive. I've been working from home for 7 years now anyways. I didn't drive a lot, but man, when I go drive now, I feel like I'm just not prepared for it anymore.
Oh, dude,
Got
I
older
get you,
than I-
man.
It's fucking
Like
horrifying to be out there.
I went shopping with my wife during the weekend. We did some grocery shopping, and I got in the car and I took off my mask and I almost started like hyperventilating.
Yeah, it's
I asked Tracy to
I
like
feel you.
blast the air.
I feel
It's like
you.
I
Yeah, I
could.
get that same kind of overwhelming feeling right now.
It's a combination of anxiety and it's my COPD. It's like when I wear a mask that long, it really fucks me up. It's like I can't physically do it.
God, that sucks. The solution is like the same as the problem.
It's like, hey, I'm helping myself, but I'm hurting myself at the same time because I have to wear a mask
Yeah.
because it's state mandated. Oh, let's see. What else is there? AJ Styles confirms talks with AEW. Oh,
Well,
Jiminy
you got Bennett's
Christmas.
match coming up with Aldis, right? Isn't that this
That was
weekend?
during that was actually during Impact yesterday.
Oh, it was? I didn't see anything about it. I
Yeah.
imagine that the result was Aldis by pinfall. Yeah. Did you see the match?
No, you gotta it's behind a paywall. You gotta pay to see it.
Oh, I don't even know where it aired or where to see it, you know.
I think it's on Fight.
Okay. Probably
I
is. I did
I
catch some
think.
of the I did catch some of the ROH Pure tournament on Monday, which was the first time I'd seen ROH in a long time, obviously since they've been gone. So it was
Oh,
nice to see
dude.
them back.
Yeah, I hear they're really changing their whole like
It,
production and everything.
yeah, it felt very different. Although I wasn't like a really big follower, so I wouldn't be the best authority, you know, to talk on it. But it did
Yeah.
look and feel different, much more polished and like produced and professional than I remembered. But it's in the studio, so
Yeah.
it makes sense. You know,
Well,
but they put
it's
up
on.
Jay Lethal and Gresham on the first night, which was great.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I downloaded it off of something. I'm gonna check it out. And the next one I think it's on Saturdays here on the local station.
We get it on Mondays. But I don't understand ROH's like syndication because we get it later than in my local market. It doesn't air, so I don't get to see it until it airs on Monday.
It's like all over the place.
Yeah.
We got a
Yo.
T Sully. What is up, dude?
Yo, what's up, guys?
Dude, that's a great looking. That's a great looking T-shirt.
Yeah, I had to keep working with this dog thing, and I finally got it working. So, hey, man, I want to.
There you go.
I think gonna happen for Bound for Glory. If y'all want to do that.
Oh, dude, I'm very excited for Bound for Glory.
All right, I'm thinking. Well, obviously, you know, we're gonna get Kylie Ray versus Deonna Purrazzo for the Knockouts title.
Yeah, that's probably a definite. Yeah.
I think we're gonna get Jordan Grace versus Tania Dashwood. Think that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
And depending upon if they do a pre-show match or not, or depending on they're gonna have probably 3 matches, 3 knockout matches. I know for sure those 2 gonna be happening. But I'm wondering, my guess is they're gonna have a match because it's setting it up really nice with Tasha and Kiera. They're gonna wrestle probably most likely Taya and Rosemary or Taya and somebody else. They're gonna wrestle somebody because they're setting it up already. Now the question gonna be how they're gonna get that squared away. It depends on whether or not they have the wedding at BFG. But see, my guess is they're gonna probably do the wedding, but they're gonna do it in a cinematic style. So that might be something that they have that they pre-tape. And then, but they're gonna have because they got too much smoke going on with Tasha and especially Kiera. So it's setting up nicely because they want to set something up where Kiera is the #1 contender. Out the Bound for Glory to face either Deonna or Kylie Ray. If you're just looking at it, that's how it's setting up.
I think they're gonna do Johnny Bravo's soul on a pole match.
Nah, that would be crazy. That would be crazy. But that's gonna be interesting because they said they might have to sacrifice him to bring back Father James Mitchell.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm really scared for Johnny Bravo.
Me too.
I'm terrified for him. I think he's I don't know, that Rosemary, she's adorable lately, and that's even more scary. It's like, whoa, she used to be like Marilyn Manson, scary looking, and now she's like goth hot. So it's like, oh,
hey, she gave the 4-1. She said, you messing with a demon, right? So hey, anything he does now is on him at that point.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't think
100%.
anybody can save him.
He too far gone.
He is. I was just gonna say he's already too far gone.
I mean, I don't feel bad for him.
No, I don't. I mean, she's zombie hot. What can you do?
Yeah, I'm all right with that.
But I mean, so I think that's gonna happen. And so I just figuring out. I'm just trying to figure out how they're gonna do this because they only had 7 matches at Slammiversary. So I'm wondering how many matches they're gonna have. I don't want them to have too many, but they gotta try to because they're gonna have to play some. Obviously, the next few weeks we're going to see what happens. We already pretty much can figure out Moose versus EC3 for the TNA World Title. That's a match. Obviously, they're gonna obviously have the tag team titles matches, the tag team title match, the X Division, all that stuff. But I'm wondering how they're gonna play out the rest of it. We'll all kind of find out and see what happens. But
I'd like to see them involve as many people as possible without making it ridiculous.
Yes.
I don't think they're going to do anything outlandish like making a 2-night thing or anything like that.
But I want now.
I hope not.
I want. Do you think they back both Mark and Jay? Do you think they bring back the Call Your Shot gauntlet match like they did last year?
They might. I don't know.
Wait, whatever happened to the Call Your Shot trophy?
Well, what's the funny thing about it? Eddie won it, right? And then you're right. That's a great question. It happened.
Elgin took it, and then Eddie won it back, and then Eddie won the belt because Elgin got fired and everything changed at Slammiversary. So
they completely flipped the card around because of COVID and other controversial things.
Yeah.
So
I'm just going. It's interesting to see how this is going to play out because that's a great way to get in a lot of talents without looking foolish. You can get, and then you can also get debut or re-debut some people. Outstanding.
I stole it. It's and I turned it into the TNI Boned Up Cup.
I love it.
Now, if you guys don't watch the throwbacks over on TNI, you don't know what this is. You have to watch the throwbacks. Go way back when the Dups are in there, so then you'll understand what this is. I don't bring that out too often, so I figured, all right, we're talking about trophies. I'll get out the TNI Boned Up Cup.
They can make that an annual deal. I think that because that'll be something that will be unique to Bound for Glory. And then there's also a way for them to say, okay, well, this person gets a shot. Just something I would love to see happen. I know it won't happen now, and obviously, maybe hopefully she'll get re-signed. But I want to see Taya in a program after the X Division Championship.
Oh man, I wish.
Taya Valkyrie going after the X Division Championship.
I'm Bound for Glory. What I want to have happen is after whoever wins the match, and let's say hopefully Rohit wins the match, right? Taya music hits, and she stays on the stage. She doesn't come down and confront. She don't pull a Tessa Blanchard going in to confront Sammy Callahan after he won on the first night of Access Television. Don't pull that. Just come to the stage, music playing, and then kind of point and say, "I'm coming after you, Daddy." Something like that.
That's interesting.
And it'll be,
'Cause-
it'll be an interesting take, and it could build. And you can build to it, and then you come back on that Tuesday night. There'll be the 1 year anniversary of the first premiere actual show of on Access Television, and have your anniversary show, and then let her confront me even more and build it kind of how they built it with Deanna and Jordan, where they kind of build it high over a month or so, and build it up, and they'll talk on different spots and stuff, and really hype it up, and go into hard to kill, knocking heads. That could be a hell of a match.
It could. It'd be interesting for Taya to do that. I know it's the intergender stuff is, and don't take this as I don't like the intergender stuff. I've enjoyed their intergender stuff, but you got to be real careful how you book it. Like it's got to make sense. You just can't do it for shits and giggles, you know.
And that's why I'm saying somebody like Taya, because if Taya wrestling a Road Heat, it doesn't look ridiculous. You know, if you got a Kylie Ray wrestling Moose, they're gonna look ridiculous.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'd rather see Taya versus Rohit than Katie Forbes versus Callahan.
Oh God, yes. I mean, don't. Hey,
That's
look. I mean, look. We don't need to get banned on Twitch anymore. So
Yeah, let's not get.
That's
yeah.
the problem here is that RVD's character is regressing. When he turned heel on Rhino, I legitimately jumped off my couch and I popped. I hadn't popped for RVD like that in a long time. And then his heel run was really good stuff, real fantastic stuff. And now it's directionless. And I know that the cancel culture stuff got in the way, but man, the RVD Sammy
it just left a weird vibe on everything. Yeah,
it did.
Yeah,
It threw so many things off.
Those things screwed everything up because it was like, okay, we're doing one thing, then let's start doing cancel culture. Then okay, then that crap went to the board. Then it's like, okay, now what are we gonna do now? It's like it's so much stuff. It's like they gotta get back into a groove again and don't go screwing around with it because you got a good character. So I don't know, guys. I mean, but we gotta figure out something they gotta do with it. And I think if they went with that gauntlet match, because I think last year they had like 20 people in it, 21 people. I forgot how many people they had up in it.
Yeah.
But that's a great way to get in a lot of your talents without it being stupid, and you dragging it down. Because you don't need a 4-hour show. And I think from looking at it, it's going to be almost 3 hours like Slam Wars.
yeah,
So,
yeah. We'll see. I mean, that's still like a ways off. I try not to fantasy book too much stuff. I try to keep it pretty close to home to where it is now. But yeah, that is interesting. I'll say that.
And next week's show is stacked. So I think we're gonna get a whole lot more clarity on next week's show. And I expect us to probably have at least another match or two, some more meat on the bones. So I expect that to kind of happen. So on Tuesday, when we're doing the watch along, and then we're doing, the post show and everything like that, I think I fully expect for the match 2 and match 3 to be added to the card, and we have more meat on the bones. And then every week they'll probably add a match or so like that, and then lead on into it, and they go from there. Because I'm thinking about 8-match card, maybe 9 match, but I'm thinking 8. And
yeah, you probably have like at least one cinematic thing, and then
yeah. I think the wedding should be the cinematic thing, because I think that's gonna be, woo.
Yeah,
I got a feeling that's gonna be real interesting. And if
it is,
because they've been building it perfectly. So we'll see how everything happens, but I'm looking forward to Tuesday.
Taya versus Rosemary in a first blood match. Uncle, we were supposed to see it at the pay-per-view, but Taya couldn't make the show. Yeah, if that's fallout from the wedding or something, like if Rosemary kills Bravo or she does something to Bravo and then Taya, has to have her revenge. Yeah, it's
that's another good take. That's to me that would be, you could do either or on that. But I think it's kind of, because you guys jogged my memory back and said that Trinity was the only woman to ever go after, to ever challenge for the X Division title. And how long ago was that? 17 years ago or something like that?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
and
2003.
you can't put anybody doing it. You got to have somebody with a clout of attire, somebody who's done it all in knockout division, but it would also work out. You could say, well, the X division is no weights, there's no weights, no limits. So you could just pull that tagline out.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of the night. He went away. He went away. He was in the studio. I was just about to bring him in. Kyle literally jumped in and poof, left.
Come on, Kaylon.
Kyle, get your ass back in here, dude.
Come on, brother.
Don't be scared.
Third time? Well, he can take my spot, Jay, because
Next time I had the other shirt on.
I'm losing it, so I'm about to jump off.
Are you tapping out? Oh, that's all good, dude.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in, Mark. It's all
Yeah,
good.
man. Thanks for having me, J-Bo.
You bet.
See you guys.
See you, Mark. Take care. Yeah, I just went over the 2-hour mark, so
Okay.
I'm probably going to get out of here soon, too.
That's fine. That's fine.
But I appreciate you stopping in, dude. It was nice meeting you. Terrence, excuse me. You've been a very good supporter of all the brands, and we appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Anytime, brother. Anytime. I enjoy it. Thank you.
You stay safe. You be good, man.
Are you too, J-Bone? All right, Smash family. See y'all later.
All right. See ya.
See you.
All right, folks. And on that note, I think we're going to get out of here. And you know what to do as we get out of here. Don't forget to smash that like button, smash that sub button, and ring that bell for notifications so that you know when more of my content, oof, I'm getting tired too, hits your screen. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. Tomorrow was Thursday. Back on TNI, folks. Number 42 for the TNI, NWA TNA Throwback series that we do on Throwback Thursdays. It's all leading up to that Raven and Double J big match. I'm very psyched about that. Trent keeps talking it up, so I'm getting excited for it. So, what else? And then we'll probably wrap it up with a hot mess of SmackDown at the end of the week. God knows what else. All right, so take care, folks. We'll see you down the road real soon.